Hey guys, I'm Jamie. Welcome back to the Ms.Behaven farm. Today's video, I'm just going to go over really quickly what I have come to prefer to wear when doing my hive inspections. I am going to apologize in advance for any background noise that you hear. We do live on a farm and have quite the bird sanctuary around here on our property, so it's spring and they are just singing away. I have my mic, but there's only so much I can do, so again, sorry in advance for any bird noises that you're having to listen over to hear my stuff. So I'm going to go head to toe on what I have come to prefer to wear as a beekeeper. I know that when you're first starting out as a beekeeper, there are so many options. There are so many things to either buy or not buy, to decide on, and it can be very overwhelming. I know that I was. I know that the people I mentor are typically overwhelmed and ask for, like, what do I buy? Do I buy this suit? Do I buy that suit? Do I buy a jacket? Do I buy... The options are endless. And every beekeeper is going to have their own preference. So this is just my opinion. This is what I have come to prefer and to find functional for me. And so you do you, but this is just my opinion. You ask 10 beekeepers, you're going to get 20 different opinions. It's kind of the running joke. So without further ado, here we go. To start off, I will say that I am in a coastal southern climate. It's very hot and humid here. It's super hot in the summer. So a lot of the stuff I have chosen to go towards are geared towards that climate. That being said, it's probably relevant for most of you guys because you really shouldn't be going in your hives very often when it's cold out. So there's no reason why you should have like winter beekeeping gear, because you don't really do much beekeeping during the winter. You just kind of keep your hives alive, right? So that being said, I do have a ventilated hive jacket. This is dirty and well used, so don't be judgy. Don't be judgy. But here's kind of the inside of what it starts looking like. It's like that sneaker material, like very breathable mesh, and it's thick enough where the bee stingers can't get through it. But it is, like I said, very well ventilated. It's got 2 layers of this thinner cloth mesh and then a thicker foam, like the under mats that you put under carpets. It's very similar to that. So it's a little squishy, but it's I don't know, about that thick, and bees can't sting through it. But it's very breathable. It allows airflow, and it is ideal for warmer, more humid climates. Highly recommend upgrading to one of these if you're considering either canvas or the ventilated. I've really loved this. I've had this thing for, going on 7 years now, and you can tell it's well worn. I've had to fix the elastic because the elastic broke. I've replaced the elastic on the arms and but it keeps on going. So that's my jacket. I wanted to start with that. I guess let's start from the top and go down because it's probably easier for me just to keep track of that. So ladies, if you're a lady, highly recommend, if you have longer hair, putting it up in some sort of bun. I almost always have my hair in a messy bun. It's just standard uniform for me. But if that's not your norm, I would highly recommend putting your hair up into some sort of, like I said, messy bun, because same thing for a headband. Serves the same purpose. When you're in a hive and you have your hood on and you're sweating, or you're trying to focus on what's going on in your hives, the last thing you want is like a stray hair to be tickling the back of your neck and be like, is that a bee? Did a bee get in my suit? And then you're like sort of panicking for a minute, like, do I move? Is It's real, okay? It happens. I know it just doesn't happen to me. It doesn't happen to just me. So headband serves that purpose. It keeps all of like the stray hairs kind of tucked in, and like I said, the messy bun or whatever, the having your hair pulled back and up off the back of your neck, just kind of so you get rid of all of that possibilities, so to speak. All right, so that's the top. It also helps to, sweatband is a little nice when you're dripping sweat. Bees don't love it when you're dripping sweat into the hive. Get a little perturbed about that. So that's, top. If you're a guy, sweatband might not be a bad idea. I'm sure you can get some of those cool 80s looking one. No, I'm just kidding. You do you. I wear a tank top, usually like a dry fit tank top, because again, it's hot. This adds quite a bit of warmth to your suit. And I have been known in the summer to just beekeep in a bathing suit top because it is so hot, like you're gonna die. So I often will do that in the heat of the summer, just bathing suit top, and I jump right in the pool after I get done so I don't have a heat stroke. So dry fit tank top is great. Any active wear would be really, I think, ideal. Ladies, sports bra is awesome. Okay, guys, you probably won't have this problem. But it's a lot of lifting, it's a lot of leaning over. It's a pretty exertive physical activity, so might be a little TMI, but sports bra is always a really good choice when it comes to beekeeping. Let's see here. Gloves. Obviously, gloves are a really good idea. You can beekeep without gloves if you want. I don't. I use gloves. I like the goat skin ones. Everyone has their preference, but I find the goat skin are really pliable and flexible. They're not too bulky. You can tell these have obviously been well worn. You want to try to get a good fitting glove, so nothing that's going to have like floppy fingertips, right? You want to get one that's pretty close to being at the tip of, probably not the right finger, flipping you guys all off, sorry. With thumb. That's my fingertip right there, so, you know, nothing that's, you get the floppy fingertip, probably not a good idea because you're going to have all of that bulk trying to get into the hives. And, I mean, it's a pretty delicate process to try to not squish bees, to pull out frames and whatnot. So I like the goat skin version. This is just a pair that I got in clearance at one of the conferences, but they also have like ones that have like a nylon sleeve instead of the canvas sleeve. They have ones that are ventilated sleeves. So there are a lot of options. You can shop around, just get a well-fitting glove. Like I said, I recommend the goat skin. I really like that one. So those are my gloves. Pants. I obviously don't wear a whole suit. I just wear the jacket. For the pants, I just wear, these are just hiking pants, just really breathable nylon, parachute type of materials. I find them breathable, flexible. I mean, they're multi-purpose. I don't have to go out and buy another set of beekeeping pants. And they've worked out really well for me. The only time I've ever gotten stung with them, knock on wood, is like when I had one in the back of my leg and I crouched down and I kind of got it right there in the back of my kneecap, which is understandable. I don't blame the bee because it was going to die. So it was sting or be stung, right? So that's what I wear, just some breathable hiking pants. Cargo pockets are a plus because you can throw things in there like your phone. If you need like a couple screws to fix a hive stand, a queen clip, whatever. Obviously the jacket has pockets too, but I find that when you lean over in these open pockets, things tend to fall out. If you want something secured, the cargo pockets are a really great feature because your top pockets are usually going to be harder to access, inaccessible. When you zip up your jacket, it's kind of hard to get into that pocket without having to lift up your jacket and get in there. I do tuck in my shirt. The tighter fitting clothing that you can have, the better. It prevents the bees from getting up into your gear, climbing up your pant legs. We'll go through that in 1 second. And like I said, having a nice tight elastic band here when you zip it up is crucial. So, I mean, it's pretty taut here. Nothing's going to really climb up in between my pants and my jacket. That's why I have my shirt tucked in, because sometimes if you have your shirt untucked, they can get in between and they get up. I've had this happen a lot of times where you are in a hive, you're like 3 boxes deep and you're holding a frame and all of a sudden you feel a bee climbing in between your shirt and wherever, and you're like, oh God. Very calmly, if that happens, very calmly, put your frames down, okay? Walk away from the hive, unzip your jacket, pull up your shirt or wherever it might be, and let the bee go. 9.5 out of 10 times, the bee will not bother you. It just wants out. Okay, little side note there. But so tight fitting clothes is really important. I went through the shirt. Let's see. Little super helpful tip for your jacket is get yourself one of these. This is an alligator clip. It's been obviously well used. With a magnet. Okay? Clip this on the inside pocket, or on the pocket on the inside of your pocket. Magnet facing towards the inside of your pocket. So, looking like that, right? So this is clipped to the pocket. Super helpful for holding your hive tools in your pocket. So throw this in there, boom. I don't know if you heard that. The magnet catches my tool. I'll show this up close. Throw this in my pocket, boom. It like automatically finds the tool. Now when I lean over, that tool's not gonna fall out of my pocket. Let's try it on the other side without the magnet, and I'll show you what happens. And again, these little things have just been micro adjustments I've made over the last couple years to avoid frustrations. So let's say this is my hive tool, right? Well, a lot of people have these bigger ones. Bend over, not gonna happen. Not gonna go anywhere. Stick it in this hive, bend over, out goes the tool. So I know that might seem like a super small little thing, but it makes the world of difference when you're trying to fumble around and get in and out of hives really quickly. So a magnet, like literally probably 25 cents. Clip it, boom, there you go. Let's see, last but not least, pants, well, bottoms of pants, boots, socks, okay? So I wear my muck boots. These are just long work boots. Because I'm out in the field. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why I like to wear long boots out in my hives. With that, I wear long socks. Bonus, if they're bee related. Queen bee, just saying. So I wear long socks, obviously, because it's super annoying when they all scrunch down into my boot, and I'm just frustrated with a bunchy sock at the bottom of my boot. So long socks are great. Also great for tucking in your pants. So I will tuck in my pants into my socks, just like this. And then I slide them into my boots. It keeps your pants tucked into your boots securely. And here's the reason why. You always want to have your pants tucked in. If they're on the outside, bees, so let me show you, for example, in comparison, this one. If I were to have my pants on the outside of my boot like this, a bee is almost always going to be crawling on the ground when you're doing an inspection, right? Some might fall off when you tip it over. There's going to be bees that end up on the ground. They're going to try to get up into the hive. So they're going to climb up whatever they have, the hive stand legs, your legs, to try to get into the hive. They're not being aggressive. They're not, out to murder you. They're just trying to make their way home. So they find your boot, they walk their way up in between your pant leg and your boot. Now they are in your pants. And again, not a great situation. So what you do, tuck them in, avoid that situation altogether, okay? It's as simple as that. Just little tiny adjustments that will make your life a lot easier. And I've learned this all through experience, so I'm trying to share it with you. So long socks, tuck your pants into your socks. Like I said, muck boots are great. And I think that's it. Like, I don't really have any other tips. That's just kind of head to toe, just really briefly what I've come to prefer. Another great tip is a water bottle. Bring a water bottle with you, because depending on how many hives you're doing, depending on how hot it is, it might be really helpful to not have to go back into the hive or a house and stay hydrated, because nobody wants a beekeeper passing out holding a frame of bees. All right, that's my tips, guys. Hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully it saved you from having to buy a bajillion dollars of unnecessary equipment, because if you talk to beekeepers, I would be hard pressed to find someone who's not going to tell you that they have spent money on things they probably shouldn't have. So that's that. The one thing with the hiking pants, I will say that as you're beekeeping, clearly things are going to get dirty. You're going to get propolis, you're going to get just things on them. So I wouldn't pick your best pair of most expensive, Lululemon hiking pants, okay? Buy a pair buy a, you know, reasonably affordable, comfortable, well-fitting pair and kind of dedicate those to your beekeeping pants, because even for instance with these ones, there's a hole here. I had a hole in my smoker one time and I didn't realize it, and as I blew the bellow, it puffed out sparks, hit my pants, melted a hole in my pants. So these are now my beekeeping pants. All right, well, I'm not going to keep you guys too long. I have to actually go get into my hives. So hopefully this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Please subscribe and follow. I know I have like 90% of my viewers are not subscribed, which makes me sad. And also it would be really helpful to me because that way I can try to start to monetize my channel. So if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that would be super awesome. I would appreciate it. Share it with your friends. And like I said, let me know if you have any comments. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.